All right, BJ Balls, our comedy podcast. How you doing, sir?
I'm good, mate. How are you?
Oh, fantastic! After the third fucking take.
Third take, but we got some bonus material, so make sure you check that out somewhere,
Yeah,
people.
check it out. I'll put it up. I'll put it up as our bonus fucking reel of how I fuck up.
Benny's best bits.
I'll do the fucking, what is it? Gen Y can't fucking work out fucking. But I'll do a whole fucking rant about it. Gen Y can't do the fucking technical fucking shit.
Yeah, do it. Benny's best bits, but there's no nudes.
God, what's been going
on? Sick of people on Facebook.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's in the bonus bit, so we'll move on. But yeah, I'm just sick of people on Facebook. They're getting more boring.
Yeah, but what's pissing you off? I mean, you said it. You said about the Facebook thing. Like, we'll go back on it. You'll probably see it in the bonus footage. But Jordy was saying that he can't stand people doing like exercise videos, or
no. So the non-exercise videos, I see people who own gyms or fitness fanatics and stuff doing workout videos and shit. That's great because people need that.
Yeah.
But the posting a screenshot off your Fitbit thing of where you walked or ran today.
Okay.
This is boring as fuck. Like, tell us about the adventure. What did you see? Did you see some pigeons fucking while you were out? Like, what happened? Like,
I don't know who's done it. Who's done that? Somebody I know, or just somebody you know?
Oh, I think I've got so many random people on my Facebook, but I've deleted them because it was one time too many. I'm just sick of it. But and the other thing was the influential albums. Like, why can't you say why it was influential? It just seems like a waste of time.
Yeah, but it's making you think. Like, it's their interpretation. So it's them, like, whatever the album might be. I don't know, whatever it is, and they're just putting it out there. So it can be anything. So why does it have to have an explanation?
Well, no, that's part of the rules. You're not meant to explain it, but like.
No, but you want an explanation. I'm saying, why does it have to? I mean, it doesn't have to have an explanation.
Because it make it more interesting. Because music's art the same as anything else. Like, people interpret it. You know.
Yeah, but it's like you said it. You said like Bill Burr. You were giving an example before.
Yeah. So like, when I started comedy and I discovered Bill Burr for myself a couple of months in, I was like, wow, this guy talks about this and that.
Yep.
And that opened my mind to what I could talk about. Obviously not in a copying him way or putting myself in the same category, but that was very influential to me. I want to know, like, why does that album mean something to you? Like, why does that song mean something to you? Like, that is more interesting than you just saying, hey, this song is great. You know what I mean? Like, I just think everyone's so fucking bored at the moment. Add some fucking depth to it.
Yeah, but I don't know. It's like me saying I like Bill Burr, but I like Bill Burr for certain reasons that you don't like Bill Burr. You know what I mean? Like, there's still a different. You get what I mean? Like,
yeah, but see, I'm interested in that, not just because you're my mate, but that stuff interests me. Like, comedy's very.
We become mates. Go fuck.
Sorry, co-worker.
Thank you very much.
Co-host.
If you start fucking groping me, we're going to HR. Wait a minute, where's HR? Hold on, let me get HR.
Yes. Anna,
can I help you?
No, it's just like, oh fuck, I don't know. Like, no one's doing anything at the moment, so why not make a discussion about it? Like, you know, like.
But even the exercise videos. Have you seen the exercise videos? If you're a trainer, go nuts. Don't give a shit.
Yeah.
But people putting their training shit up, I'm not a fan of that.
No, I don't. Unless you're wearing gym gear.
No, but even if you're wearing fucking gym gear, you know, it's like
it's boring.
It's like, I don't want to see somebody do fucking, what do they call them? Fucking, they're not called squats anymore. What do they call them? Fucking burpees or whatever they're fucking called.
Oh, unless there's squat and a dildo involved, that's different.
That'd be fucking pretty awesome.
I
actually sent you that video today.
Yeah.
Fuck, that was we can't put that on this.
Don't incriminate us. Fucking hell. No, like, I just, oh, fuck, man. Like, I just don't get it. It seems like a waste opportunity. And I know I'm getting frustrated with something that's trending on Facebook, which is just the lowest of the low first world problem shit to be pissed off about. But it's just like, oh, I don't know. Like, if you're gonna post this video, I'll be like, oh, this is my first taste of heavy music, and then I ended up being in a metal band, and then I ended up getting a record deal, and blah 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 blah. Like, tell us the fucking story. Like, don't just post up a fucking album cover. Like, tell us a bit about it. Like, there's so much room for conversation and
Yeah, but people don't want to tell this. Some people just don't want to tell a story. They're just not interested in
so
giving.
why post something if you don't want to fucking talk about it? That's what I don't get about social media.
But that's the whole thing. They've gotten. I've always said social media isn't a platform to talk. It is a platform to tell people, look at me, I'm doing this. Look at me, I've been here. Look at me, I've done this. You know what I mean? That's all it is.
Yeah, I guess.
It's not a platform to have a chat about. And I've used to talk about photos. Like, I mean, back in the day when I used to take photos, you'd travel and you take photos, right? You might turn around and have a dinner party and somebody might come around and look at your photos and be like, oh, you went to fucking whatever, Japan. Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
You went to Africa. Oh, sweet. You know, that's it. That's the moment. You're not going to get anything. You're not going to get any more than that. You know what I mean? Like, they're not a part of it. You're excited to show where you've been, but they just like, yeah, it's just a fucking photo. For me, it could be.
But not even like, oh, when we were in Africa, we tried this meal and it was fucking incredible. I wish I could get it here. Like, not like that would be.
No, you tell a story, but it's hard to relay something to somebody that hasn't tasted it, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Been there or been a part of it or whatever. You know, you sort of go, oh, I can tell you a story about it, but it's like once I told you, I think it was a couple of episodes back where I told you the story about you asked me about those skinless sausages, and I said to you, it tastes like what I had in Europe.
Yeah.
But you had my ones here at my place, which is fine. But then I can explain the situation, what it was like in Europe, but you don't get that feel that in my head. I know exactly. I can tell you the place. I can tell you the time. I can tell you fucking, you know, what I was wearing. You know what I mean? Whatever the case may be. But I can give you a sort of a rundown of it all. But you not being there, it's like, well, some people just go, whatever. And same thing with social media. It's just one of those things. Look at me. I've traveled. Look at me. I've done this. Look at me. I've done that. You know what I mean? And it's like,
yeah, I get what you're saying. But
you know, 9 times out of 10, you know, like I've seen a lot of photos people put up on the Facebook and shit, which is great. They go on a travel holiday. You know, they might go to, say, I don't know, some destination. Let's say Maldives or Maldives or whatever they're called, and it's like fantastic. But they'll be staying in a backpackers. They're not staying at the fucking 5-star. Yeah, you know what I mean. But they'll go up to that point where they can take that photo and go, I was there. Well, technically, you weren't there. You haven't experienced. You've experienced the backpacker. You haven't experienced the 5-star.
Like a fake moon landing. Yeah,
it's a total fucking different ball game. I mean, you know, I'll give you an example. I went to Thailand. I got married, and it goes, oh, we're going on our honeymoon. Our honeymoon, we ended up at some fucking 5-star resort. It was fucking exclusive as fuck.
Yeah,
right. Good, but I didn't enjoy it. It just wasn't me. I didn't enjoy it. It was all right. And it wasn't because, I'm on my honeymoon, I'm not enjoying my honeymoon. Yeah, I had a ball on my honeymoon, but I didn't enjoy the 5-star. That's not who I am.
Yes.
Then we went back to Thailand a few years later, and we just stayed at an apartment. I had more fun at the apartment than I did at the 5-star, if you get what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's that way off, as in, I don't know, it's just, people just like to put shit up there to tell the world, I'm doing this, I've got this, I've been here, I've been there. You know what I mean? It's like, which is cool, but when you see the reality of it, and me and the missus have traveled a lot. We've been to a lot of different countries, and when you actually see people that you sort of go, they post all this shit, and you actually see how they're living, you go, fuck, there's a massive fucking gap between reality and the bullshit you see on fucking Facebook.
Yeah.
You get what I mean? So, and that's the same thing. It's like with the, I can't show you that. I can't, that's what I'm trying to say. Imagining it in my head going, oh, fuck, they must have gone to the Maldives. You know what I mean? Oh, fucking hell. Oh, awesome. And then when you see the reality of it, you go, oh, I didn't want to know that. I didn't want to know that story. No, then tell me that fucking story. I don't want that story. You know what I mean? Let me live in that moment of how fucking cool the islands are and shit. Same thing with the albums. There might be an album where I go, oh shit, I love that album. You know, a Michael Jackson fucking, I don't know, say the Jackson 5, hypothetically, you know, ABC or whatever the fuck it is. You know, but I'm just saying, look, that might be the album. And then I'm in my head going, well, wait a minute. I love that. I reckon it's an awesome fucking album. You know, Michael Jackson singing it fucking awesome.
Yeah.
But wait a minute, he molested fucking all these children over this side. You know what I mean? So you're sitting there in two minds going, one's good, the other one's fucking good, but how do I bring the two together?
I knew that's why you liked it.
I love that song, man. That was that song. That was my Metro song. Dun, dun, dun.
Jesus.
Man, I was a Metro boy. What do you fucking want from me? I'm a wog.
Jesus.
I was a Metro. Fucking hell. I could tell you my routine of going to clubs back in the day. Fuck me, dead. Do you remember the tunnel?
No.
You don't remember the tunnel? Fuck.
No.
Jeez, man. The tunnel. That used to be.
Sounds dodgy as shit.
The tunnel was, if you wanted to go pick up, well, let's just be racist or whatever you want to fucking call it now. If you want to pick up an Aussie slapper, you'd go to the tunnel.
The Shazza, yeah.
A Shazza or a Dazza.
Hey, that might be my auntie you're talking about. Relax.
Who knows? You know, I mean, I honor the family. What's going in our photo? could you imagine that? You're working with some cunt and you come over to you go to your auntie's place and say, for a while, go in there. That's Brian. Where's Brian in the photo? Hey, Auntie Shaz, where's Brian in the photo? Oh yeah, hold on. I don't want to get into that.
Oh, we had a crazy 48 hours and I'd rather not talk about it. Well, why the fuck have you got the photo?
Oh, that'd be hilarious.
Oh, that'd be nuts. That'd be a good little Photoshop prank to do anyway.
but the tunnel was the place. Like the tunnel, we'd go to the tunnel to go pick up pussy. We'd do the chapel run. I mean, I don't know. You probably would have. Did you ever do the chapel run?
No. Chapel
run used to be.
I've never owned a VL.
Well, it wasn't all VLs, man. Come on, ease up, Tiger. Jeez. Some of us had American import muscle cars, but we're going to go into that right now. We could, but we're not. We're not going to. But
chap laps.
Chap laps. Fucking hell, man. That was the coolest. I'll tell you a story. I'll tell you a quick story before we keep moving on. One of my mates used to have a '65 Mustang, nice car.
Oh,
right? Nice. Imported it, got it converted over to the right-hand drive, did the whole lot. Fucking beautiful car. We ended up. It was actually a baby blue, like a real pale blue. Anyway, we used to do the laps, you know what I mean, and go up and down. And I'll never forget it. She was a plumper young lady. She was fucking fat. Let's fuck it. We'll call it. She was fat. She was crossing Chapel right where KFC was. I'll never ever forget this fucking story. We're coming down, and you hear her, and she's a wild girl. She's turned around. She goes, "Oh, hey. What sort of car is that?" And he didn't respond. Like he was always too cool for school. He wouldn't respond. And one of us have yelled out, "Oh, it's a '65 Mustang." Well, she goes, "If it's 65, get back." I think it was the '90s. Get into the '90s. You can't. There you go. And he, without a fucking blinking an eye, that's how cool he was. He turned around and goes, "What? The 90 kilo range, bitch."
Oh, Jesus.
Oh,
that was a different time back then.
Oh, fuck. That was it, man. That's what that was. Who gave a fuck?
Yeah, fair point.
No, that was fucking awesome. Those were the days of fucking sex, drugs, and fucking rock and roll.
Oh, sex, drugs, and chat laps. Very good.
Fuck yeah, we did. We used to do the chap laps and then drop the car home. The Friday nights would be chap laps, drop the car home. By about 10:30, get changed, head back into the city, go to Metro, hang out there till 4 or 5 in the morning.
Yeah. Head
over to the strippers if you haven't picked up or whatever. Try the tunnel if that didn't work, whatever. Oh, fuck, man, we used to. Yeah, those were the days. Jesus Christ, were those days. Oh, I'm just reminiscing now.
do you need a quick break and we'll get back into it?
No. Yeah, those were the days.
Very good.
I don't know. Do they still do shit like that? I mean, it was funny actually. The other night it made me laugh. You did that podcast with the girls from Brisbane, which was cool. Good podcast. Yeah, I was just like, fucking, I'm trying to figure out where they're going with this, but it was like,
Oh, me too.
It was going everywhere. But then somebody went millennial, and it was like, and then you're like, oh, fucking hell, I'm a millennial.
Yeah, I didn't realise.
So what do millennials do now? Is there clubs they go to? Is there bars they go to? What's the gig? What is the, I don't know. What is the thing?
I've got no idea.
Do people go out anymore? As in, like, besides before the COVID, all the shit that happened, what were people doing?
I know there's clubs and shit, but they don't interest me, so I don't really go. I think I go to a lot of music and stuff, but I don't really do that.
Did you go to festivals and shit?
Oh yeah, they love festivals. I don't like festivals. Too many people.
Okay.
But yeah, it's a very millennial thing to do.
Okay.
We should get Dan Caver back and ask him about it. He loves millennials.
I can imagine Dan at a fucking, I don't know, a millennial fucking rave.
That'd be hilarious.
Put that drink down.
I would pay to see that. Him sitting there sipping his fucking macchiato or something.
Oh, I'd give a laugh. Fucking hell.
But if anyone wants to check that out, Feedback Era podcast. Had a really good chat with the girls, and we're teeing something up soon to chat with them. So it'll be very entertaining.
How cool is that going to be? Fucking 3 millennials and that'd be an awesome joke. 3 millennials and a Gen Y walk into a bar.
Gen Y got looked at dirtily because they couldn't tell if it was a sugar daddy or not.
Yeah.
No, it was a good chat. Now we've got a very juicy list of shit to get through. I'm quite excited. What would you like to start the bidding with, good sir?
We're going to start with let's start with America. Let's start with Trump. Let's start with America. Fucking Trump.
He's the world's most famous comedian at the moment.
Oh, he's killing it. He's fucking doing well. Look, I don't hate, as a businessman, he's very smart.
Yeah, he's a fucking idiot.
He's a fucking idiot. But as a businessman, he's a smart businessman.
Yeah.
He can manipulate and play the game very well. So business-wise, he's smart. What it comes out of his mouth, fucking ain't. Can you inject fucking what do you say? Can you inject
disinfectant
to clear up corona? Yeah, possibly. Let's try it on you. See what happens. I don't get why nobody said that.
Oh fuck! I don't know, man. He'd probably go a lighter shade of orange. Who knows? But then the kicker was when he came out and said it was sarcasm.
Yeah, but did you see the interview? Like,
yeah, it was amazing. Yeah.
He was just looking at that lady. I don't know what he wasn't even looking at the lady. I don't
know he was looking at the doctor.
He was looking at somebody, and he's just like nodding his head and telling his speech, and he's just like, yeah, can you inject and just do it? I don't know.
He's just getting worse. He reminds me. I've only been to a handful of weddings, but he's starting to turn into that uncle that you don't want to say. You don't want them to make a speech at your wedding because you know they're going to derail everything, but you have to let them do it because it'll make your grandparents happy, kind of thing. Like he's just a fucking idiot.
He's that uncle that you didn't want to invite.
Oh, he's not going to listen to this. Yeah, if you know me, you'll know who it is. But yeah,
yeah, that was weird. Like that shit was just fucked. But I don't know. America's fucked up at the best of times. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Yeah. I actually had a thought the other day. I was chatting to someone about gun laws and stuff.
Yep.
I reckon the gun laws are relaxed. That is conspiracy. I reckon.
Oh, you want sound effects?
Yeah. Sorry.
Jesus, give us a sec. Oh, God. Scary? You want scary? Here we go.
Yeah, give us scary.
There we go.
I reckon the gun laws are relaxed in America. This is pure speculation. I reckon the gun laws in America are relaxed as a test.
For what?
So if you're dumb enough to be that person who goes and buys an AR-15 and takes it outside and threatens to kill people, you're going to get shot straight away. It's gene pool clearing.
Yeah, but they all own one, so it's retarded.
Yeah, exactly. It's a trust exercise.
Oh, okay.
And then COVID's come in and just done it even further. So that's weeding out the weak as well in terms of cleaning out the sick and testing people whether they actually listen to their health organisation or
Have
not.
you ever watched Distinguished Gentleman with with what's his name, bloody Eddie Murphy? It's an old movie, but he was trying to get into like the Congress.
No.
And anyway, he's like schmoozing with all these politicians, and he ends up going hunting. And they're all using like fucking AR-13s or whatever the fuck they were using, M16s. And you could see the bird, like somebody like, and the bird's flying through, and all these guys just pulled out these machine guns and like, and they've all looked at him like, you know, the black guy with all these white fucking supremacy fuckers. And they've looked at him, he goes, I don't think anybody shot him. I think he just died from a heart attack. Fucking awesome line. Oh, God.
I'll have to look that up.
Why the fuck? You couldn't go hunting with guns like that anyway, so you wouldn't take that. You couldn't.
I've never been hunting, so I wouldn't know.
There's no way. Fucking.
Well, they're made for hunting people, so.
Well, they're not made for fucking. That would fucking open. Like if you hit, say, a deer or fucking anything with an AR-13, it would open it up like a fucking Swiss can. You know, like shit everywhere. I don't know, but not that I deal in guns or anything like that.
It's not like your place is first stop on my zombie apocalypse plan.
Oh, no, don't come here.
Get prior clearance.
Yeah, it's like, oh, yeah, I think the cannon's out. Motherfucker.
Yeah. Nah, America's fucked at the moment. I don't know why you'd want to go there. Like, scary place.
But they're weird people in the sense of... Actually, I was watching... You know, have you ever watched that Undercover Boss? I was watching that the other
day.
Yeah. And what I don't get is, like, you know me, I swear like a fucking trooper. Right? I don't fuck. That's who I am. Yeah, whatever. People might go, oh, he doesn't know any other English. Well, whatever. Who gives a fuck?
He doesn't. Yeah.
I don't. So I don't really give a shit. But in the sense of, they had like fucking, it made me laugh. It was like, the place is called, what was it called? Bikinis. And so the guy owned this place called Bikinis, which was cloudily, how do you say it? Fucking
scandally clad.
Scandally clad young ladies in bikini tops.
I only know that because I punch it into Pornhub.
Yeah, I can't better try it tonight. But
anyway. that and the word compilation. That's the only reason I know how to say that.
Compilation. Oh yeah, the compilation. Yeah, I can't do it. Goes everywhere. But yeah, anyway, the guy owns this place, goes to the bikini bar place where all these young ladies work. And it's what made me laugh was like one of the girls were like, oh, I don't want to, like, the cameras are there, I'm putting a top on, I don't want to be seen on film with my bikini top.
Fair.
So I've got a t-shirt on. So he's lost his shit a little bit. He's like, oh, no, that's not part of our fucking he's whatever work fucking
dress code.
Dress code bullshit, yeah. It's not part of that. And I'm just sitting there going, and he's like, oh, I've got to get rid of her. I've got to do this. I've got to do that. I'm just sort of sitting there going, okay, cool. And then he turns around, and then this other bird, he ended up going to another, you know how they go from one place and they go to another place. And he ended up at another place, and he's like, so what do you want to get out of this? She goes, oh, look, I like my job. He goes, oh, well, you've been fired 4 or 5 times. She goes, yeah, for coming late and all the rest of it. And, you know, but I love my job and I really want to be here. And she did a good job. I've got to give her credit. And he goes, so, you know, what are your ambitions in life? And what do you want to do down the track? She goes, I want to get bigger boobies. I swear to you, she actually said, I want to go get bigger boobies, which is fine. Do your thing. Not an issue. Anyway, it came to the end where, you know, they sort of give them out their things and that.
Yeah.
And the whole time he was like, got shitty at the girl that put a top on.
Yeah.
Right, but turned around to the chick that kept getting fired and said to her, if you can up your game for 6 months, I'm going to buy you those boobies. He actually said that.
Did he get Me Too'd as well?
Oh, no. It was retarded. Like, they won't say tits. They won't say all the rest of the shit, but they'll say a pair of fucking boobies. That's the thing I don't get about Americans. You know what I mean? Like, they don't want to swear, but they'll be as fucking racist as you know what I mean. It's such a fucking. I don't get. That's the part I don't understand. Like, we here, like I was saying to Anna the other day, I was laughing at myself, going, "It's like the mafia. The word fuck in the mafia can mean 10 different things.
Yeah.
Like, fuck, I want to kill that guy. Or fuck, bro, that's the best thing out.
Oh,
Fuck,
yeah.
that's
Yeah,
cool.
yeah,
So the word meaning, the fuck word has got 10 different meanings. It's like when the Aussies go, yeah, you can't.
yeah,
You
yeah,
know,
yeah,
you
yeah.
can't. Oh, where you been, can't? You know what I mean? Like, we've got 10 different meanings for these words. And
Yes.
why the fuck the way the Americans are, they just don't want to say certain things, but they'll be racist. They'll hate the fucking rest of the world. USA shit. And it's like, fine, I get it. I get all that, but you've also very limited in their thinking, I think, because I don't think I don't know.
It's a weird country.
I don't think they see beyond that. I mean, look, I'll probably never get invited there to do any sort of show. But that's the part that fascinates me. It's like, I don't get that part of it. It's just like, well, just say it. Who gives a fuck? Like, if you're not hurting anybody,
Yeah, I don't
you
get
know,
it. I automatically, when I'm watching something, I've been watching a lot of TV lately, but I automatically assume someone's an idiot if they say, "Oh gosh," instead of "fuck."
yes.
That's usually a dead giveaway that you're religious or like you're just an idiot.
But it doesn't bother me if you're religious and you can't say it.
No,
A
neither. But it's
couple of
just
my
like,
good mates that I'll take a fucking bullet for are religious.
no. I'm not disputing that, but it's just like someone rewiring themselves to say, "Oh heck," or "Gosh." It just,
But
I
I
don't know. It
can't.
just
But
makes me think you're an idiot.
but I can't do it like it with my mates, like my religious mates, and they're like, I don't know, Latter Day Saints or whatever the fuck they are, and all that sort of shit. I swear like a trooper in front of them.
Yeah.
They have a giggle,
Yeah.
And if I try to be that person that I'm not, like, oh shucks, they're looking at me like, what the fuck are you talking about? That's not who you are. They won't say fuck, but why would you? You know what I mean? Why would I want to change? They don't know me as that person that changes. If you
Yeah,
know what
it's
I mean?
not you. Yeah.
Not me.
Yeah,
So
it's because you're not a fake person. That's a very respectable. Like, fuck that.
except these fucking double D's that I've just got. But anyway,
If we start making money from this, I'm going to buy you some new boobies.
when he said boobies, like, I will buy you those boobies. Nothing shocks me. You don't know me. I mean, you know me now to a point, but as in you're slowly working me out. Nothing fucking shocks me.
But you know how? Imagine being part of the camera crew there
I,
when that gets said. Because the first thing that would go through my head would be, if that guy buys them, he's going to ask to see them. He's going to ask to see it before and after, and that's just fucking creepy. I'm assuming he's like what,
boobies,
40 plus, and she'd be what, mid-20s.
something like that. She wasn't old.
Ah, it's just fucking creepy. It's like dudes who like fall for, back to Facebook. It's like dudes who fall for the like, I'm on numerous groups of shit posting all that sort of stuff because it's entertaining. But it's like someone will post a photo of a model, right? And it's obviously not the dude who posted it, right? And then you just get these 40-something plus dudes who just write shit like, "Oh wow, yummy." That is the cringiest shit.
And your point is,
Yummy is the most disgusting fucking way.
Hey, yummy, but check the knockers. Sorry, check the boobies out on that.
Oh, there's something about the word yummy. Like, it has to be banned. Like, that's up there with calling someone a
There are
cunt straight up.
limits. I mean, when you sort of look at it, when you're in your 40s and you sort of go, fuck, that person's 18, 19, 20 years old. That could be my kid.
Filter.
Yes. There's got to be a point where you go, all right, nah, fuck
Yeah.
it, nah.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not saying shit. And I mean, I wouldn't. I mean,
No.
Like, I don't know.
I put it up there with, as I said, dreams are finite, but I've got goals that I don't want to achieve when I'm older.
Yeah.
And one of them is being that dude. I think I've said this before. One of them is being that dude who's like 50 or 60, who has his gut down to his knees, isn't aware of it, still wears a polo top that's like 3 sizes too small and wears tracksuit pants out.
His top's a bit too tight now.
Fuck off, not you, dickhead. But he's the guy who goes to like Macca's and eats an ice cream and just sits in the corner and eats an ice cream. People
That's
watches.
freaky shit.
Yeah, that is creepy.
That's that pedophilia, fucking not pedophilia, but that's that fucking creepy ass. Yeah, no.
Yeah, that's just weird. I'll put that up with the guy who says, "Well, I'm going to buy those boobies."
But all right, a guy in his 40s, one of his mates gets married, ends up in Vegas. What do you think of that? Wrong?
Sorry, say that again. Guy gets married.
Say one of my mates get married now, right?
Yes.
He goes, we're all going to Vegas.
Yes.
Is it wrong to go to Vegas?
No.
No, but I hit like the titty bars, all that sort of shit.
No.
But why not? Same principle, isn't it?
Well, not really, because that's their job. This is a guy who's in a position of power, being an owner of a business, saying to a young girl, "If you know what, Sally, if you lift your game, I'm gonna buy you some new boobs."
I was shocked.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean. Whereas some middle-aged dudes going on a Bucks week, whatever the fuck it is in Las Vegas, hitting up the pokies, the luxurious hotels, some drugs, some booze, hitting up the titty bars.
Drugs. We'd all be on fucking high blood pressure tablets, drugs.
Painkillers, yeah. I'm going to snort these painkillers, see if it works. My brain's close to my neck. Let's see what happens. But no, like, when you walk into as someone who worked in a strip club, like, you know, there's an unfortunate expectation that you're going to meet some creeps.
Yeah, but this is my point. Is it creepy?
No.
To go in there.
No, it's just part of the. It's the same thing as when chicks do like the limo Hummer thing, and they go for a fancy dinner and they go to the cocktail bars and then they go somewhere and they get a dancing bear out. Like, what's the fucking difference?
A dancing bear? What the fuck's a dancing bear?
Oh, I always wanted to be a dancing bear, but I don't have the body for it. So basically, a dancing bear is a male stripper.
Okay.
Who rocks up at parties and basically does like a dance thing. And then he goes around the tables and shit, and the girls have fun, like jacking him off and sucking him off and stuff.
Okay.
I can't think of a better job.
Jesus Christ.
Sure, you get some ugly ones, but still, like, it would be an amazing job. Like the averages would work out, I think.
You reckon that happens?
Fuck yeah, it happens. I've seen the videos. But, like, it happens. But, like, that's...
You reckon those videos are real?
Yeah.
Not that I've ever seen any of those videos, but do you reckon... I reckon they're porn stars. Wouldn't you say those chicks are porn stars?
No, they're not.
You telling me a normal chick would actually do that?
There's many videos, yeah. This whole category is on Pornhub. Not that that's what I go to, but like, I'm aware. Okay, there was a guy I used to work with who was obsessed with it, and every now and again he'd come up to me and goes, "Hey, Dancing Bear." I forgot his name was Chris. I called him Dancing Bear for 2 years.
Oh, yeah.
He was obsessed.
Yeah, but did he ever?
And he just used to come up and fuck no, but like no, he was married with kids, but like he was obsessed with the idea of dancing bears. He used to come up and show me these videos. It was amazing. What a job!
I know the videos you're talking about, but I've always thought those chicks would be porn stars. There's no way.
No,
the shit they do.
No. Oh, same as anything. I'm sure half of it's fake, half of it's not. But back to my point, I don't think it's creepy. Dudes going to a strip club, it's a business. Like the girl working at Braziers or whatever the fuck it was called, Bikini or whatever it is.
Yeah.
It sounds like a Hooters joint where they wear fuck all and they serve beers and lobster roll and all that sort of shit. Like, okay, part of the job is, you know, you have to look good and wear this and that, flirt with the customers, all that sort of shit. I understand that. That's the same as being a stripper, but keeping their clothes on. But there's nothing in the job title about you actually showing your boss your breast before and after you get a boob job. That's just fucking weird.
No, but he didn't ask it. He didn't say to her, show me.
No, but he fucking would. Like,
yeah, he probably would. Yeah,
he sounds like an absolute fucking creep.
Yeah, he probably would. Yeah, It was interesting. It just for me, it was the interesting party. They called it boobies. I just didn't get that. Like, it was just like, why would you call them boobies? I suppose they are boobies, but just
How old are you? 6? Yeah, it's like
it's just really weird. Like somebody going in there, whatever. He would have been in his 30s or 40s or whatever, but just going, I will buy you those boobies. Yeah.
I need to look this up. That's fucking creepy.
It was retarded. It's called bikinis. Bikinis undercover boss.
All right, done. I know what I'm doing tonight.
Um,
It reminds me of that line out of have you seen the movie Hannibal?
yeah.
Jason Verger, the one with Gary Oldman's character, he's got the face all cut up and he's trying to cut a deal. This isn't a spoiler, it's an old movie. It's a 20-year-old movie. Fuck, that's 20 years old. Fuck, that's a good movie. And he's
20.
Yeah, it came out in 2000.
Jesus.
2001. He's talking to Ray Liotta's character about cutting a deal for information, and he wants 250. And Ray Liotta's character just goes, I want 250. And Mason Verger goes, he's sitting on a balcony all decked out and shit because he's a fucking billionaire. You say it with the respect it deserves. 250,000 boobies. Like, it just reminds me of that. Like, they're not boobies, they're tits. It's just like, ugh.
Yeah.
Fucking weird. It's real fucking weird. Oh. Yeah, I gotta watch that episode.
What else we got? We got did you see the it was actually on the news today, the doctor that killed herself. I don't know.
I don't watch the news. I don't know what's real and fake anymore. I can't deal with it.
She was a doctor in New York, in the part of Queens. I don't know what hospital she was part of, but she's seen so many people die of corona. And basically, she took her own life on the weekend. It was just like, oh fuck! And they had her old man, and they talked about it. It just it blew my mind. Like, fuck, how fucked is it really? Like, what is she seeing? I mean,
what's the thing? There's no footage coming out of how packed it is, or
I reckon it'd be pretty bloody bad. It was like, it's just the way their old man was talking about it. He goes, oh, she was spiraling out of control, as in just seeing it all. You know, fuck, it was weird. Like, yeah, anyway, God rest his soul, but just freaked me right fuck out. It was just like, poor person.
No, that's fucked. Well, if anyone's feeling a bit low, always reach out to someone. But if you need it, there's always Lifeline. If you really get stuck,
absolutely,
and need to talk to someone, there's no shame in that. But that's fucked.
There's people out there. I mean, talk to your friends, family if you've got, or if not, if you got to go to a fucking, the Lifeline, Beyond Blue, whatever it is, just do it, man. There's no shame in it. There's
always help if you ask.
There's always help. People. One thing I've noticed in my years, when we turn around and go, no, nobody's going to help me. Everybody's willing to help. Everybody goes through shit. So just reach out and fucking, talk to people. Actually, I wanted to ask you one thing. How do I become a dancing bear? No, that wasn't it. Next podcast, Dancing Bear. No. All right. What do you think this China thing, in the sense of Australia telling China we want a whole fucking inquest on where it all started?
I only know about this because I saw a thumbnail on TV, on YouTube, but out of respect for myself, I don't watch Channel 7 or Channel 9 News, so I didn't watch it. But I think it's an acceptable request. Like, if you wanted to, save your country and do what's best for it, you'd want to see Ground Zero and see what the fuck's going on. And if it, I don't know, if they've got something to hide, of course they're going to kick up a fuss about it. What about you?
To get it out of the communist, to get it out of their grasp, I mean, it's going to be bloody hard, I reckon.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, because they're not gonna give shit away. They're just not going to give it away. I don't think they're not, but
Well, that makes me think it's an act of war or some kind, like
Yeah, but
potentially, like
they've turned around and they've actually said like they're getting really pissed off with what Australia is saying now, as in they're getting pissed off at us the way we're sort of treating them. But I don't know, it just really.
how are we treating them though? Like I should have looked this up. But
Oh no, but they're actually, well, they're trying to say that we're sort of like saying it's their fault and all this sort of shit.
well, if they fucked up, then it is their fault, isn't it? Like,
Yeah, well, that's what I think. But I mean, they're not gonna admit it, because if they admit wrongdoing, the whole world's gonna go after them. You know what I mean?
I think that's
So,
what they want, isn't it? They want domination.
well, yeah, you know,
I did hear something about them not giving Tibet the right information and then changing the information 6 to 10 days later
of the
uh,
COVID.
of the virus, how to go about it, and X, Y, Z.
I don't know.
I think Tibet, if I'm not mistaken, is a province of China, or it was, and some people are saying it's a claim to get them back, or get it back, I should say. But the whole thing's just fucking messy. Like, it's
It's messy hardcore, and I mean, I think we've got to ready ourselves for our own. Well, our own fucking ability of actually sort of doing our own shit in this country. That's got to be number one.
yeah,
And number two is like, we've got to be, we've basically got to start being self-sufficient and sustain our own shit. You know what I mean? Because the way it's going, and I don't want to sound racist and shit, but if they fucking lock us out.
lock us out of what though? Explain that.
Well, I think that they've got a grasp on us on twofold. I mean, people say, "Oh, but we don't buy a lot of their stuff in. We export more than we buy in." I get it, but in the same token, if they turn around and say we're not going to buy your shit anymore, right?
Oh, they buy all our steel and stuff, don't they?
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. If they turn around and say we don't want to buy any of that stuff, we're fucked. Well, why are we fucked? Why can't we self-sustain? We can. We've been doing that for hundreds of years, and it's just, and this is the whole thing. I've always said this, and I've said it since day one, and it's the greed thing. I think the greed thing, because they're so cheap. Like you'll see, they'll start changing. They're trying to get into bed with India now, because India is basically, they can sort of deal with India because we've got some sort of connection to them, like be it IT, be it cricket, be it whatever. They know where we're coming from.
Yeah.
Whereas China really hasn't got any understanding of the Aussie way, or the way we sort of roll and shit. You know what I mean? It's just like,
Yeah.
get in, pillage, and fuck off sort of thing. So
The whole thing's a bit fishy, I think.
Oh, it's very fishy, and I'm just worried that we're going to sort of, either we're going to miss the boat or we're going to get screwed, and I'm just hoping we don't get fucking screwed. That's all I'm hoping, because if we get screwed, we're fucked. As in, if we sort of rely on them and we're not going to be self-sufficient and all that sort of shit. It's like I saw the other day, and I'm not saying China, but I'm saying, like Malaysia wants to build the biggest fucking skyscraper in Melbourne.
What?
Yeah, it's going to be the biggest. It's going to be the biggest apartment building in Melbourne, bigger than the Rialto and all that. So they actually just made plans about it down in the dock. Is it Docklands? Where is it? No, South Bank.
What for though?
Well, I don't know.
I don't know enough about this stuff.
It's retarded. It's like they're doing all this shit, and it's like, we've got the capabilities to do all this shit here. Let's just do it. Let's just, build our own roads, become more self-sufficient. Don't fucking go to companies around the world. We've got the ability to build all this shit. We've got the fucking capability. We've got all the equipment. We've got everything here, And like I've always said, if you want to build something and you can't build it, get the person, like the engineers or whatever, to show our guys how to fucking do it.
Yeah. But that's money without result, though.
Oh, yeah, but we're still paying for it. You get what I mean? It was like when the Westgate got built, right? That was built by Australians for Australia in Australia, right?
Yeah. That's probably why it fell down.
Well, no, the first one fell down and they rebuilt it.
Yeah.
So a section of it came down.
Yeah.
They rebuilt it, right? Then we were paying a toll for the West Gate.
Yeah.
Every time you drive in there, you throw a token, $2 or whatever the fuck it was, in the actual thing, or you pay them to go over the bridge.
Yeah.
We used to pay to go over the bridge until we paid the bridge off. Once we paid it off, it was done.
Yeah.
Whereas now, like Transurban owning fucking the road, we're paying through the fucking nose for that road.
So who owns Transurban?
Transurban. They're I think I'm not. Don't quote me on this, but they're either a South American company or a Swiss company or something like that. Actually, I'll Google that. Talk to our lovely audience.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is your co-host speaking.
Urban.
I do apologise for all the purring that's been coming through my microphone. My cat's been sitting next to it, but he's a happy boy. Archie Turkish. We're just doing some research before we fuck ourselves. Yeah, I didn't realize the Westgate was made by Aussies. I thought that was all immigrants.
No.
I remember going over that for the first time with my dad on a road trip for his work. He goes, "Oh yeah, this is where it broke." I went driving over this fucking strip. I remember shitting myself. I was about 6. Not the best way of putting it. Oh, we're going to talk about UFOs and shit as well.
Yeah, you've got a UFO thing. All right,
Right.
talk about the UFO thing.
Um,
We're an Australian-owned company, right?
yeah.
And we're an Australian-owned company, and we operate toll roads in Melbourne, Sydney, Brisbane, as well as Greater Washington, United States, Montreal, Canada. We design our roads for long term to ensure they delivered real and lasting benefits to the cities and their communities. My fucking ass. Our roads are the shittest roads in the fucking world. How many times have you fucking rebuilt the bloody,
Yeah, the one out your way.
bloody ring road and shit? Fucking million times, you clapped ear fuckers. Yeah, see, they were. It was founded in Melbourne.
Okay.
But now, who owns the fucking thing? This is my point. Like, this company's gone elsewhere, so it's sold to some fucker. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So where's it gone? So you can't find that out. Who owns it now? That's what it actually said. Were.
Is it still around?
Yeah, it's still around. Or where? Maybe it's where. I don't know. I can't really tread. Anna! Nah, I'm kidding.
I need my reading glasses.
I need my reading glasses. I don't know, but yeah, I don't think it's an Aussie company. But anyway, I could be wrong. Anyway, the fuckers that build the roads, even the Hudson and fucking whatever they're called, the other people that help them out building the roads, they're not Aussie companies, man.
Aren't they?
Ah, fuck no.
I don't know anything about this shit. I'll be honest.
I'm pretty sure they're not Aussie companies, right? Well, they take my word on it. I got fucking no idea.
I'm not.
Jeez, man, I'm worse than a politician. I'm telling you, I'm correct. I don't know. Did anybody look that shit up? Google that motherfucker. Could you imagine me in one of those fucking parliamentarian speeches? I'm not too sure if this is true, and I'll give us a sec. Google that. Possible? It could be possibly true. I'm not sure.
Sorry, I didn't look this up. I didn't think we'd be talking about it.
Oh God, that would be hilarious.
Yeah, fuck yeah. What do you make of the Pentagon releasing UFO footage?
Oh, I reckon there's shit out there, right?
Yeah, same.
I reckon that there's got to be shit out there, and somebody's fucked up. That's why it slipped through the cracks.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So somebody's trying to say there's shit out there, trying to cause more fucking hoo-ha. If you know what I mean.
Yeah.
I don't know.
There's a few layers to this though. That is what I'm realizing now. So the footage that got released, 2-3 days ago, already got released maybe 5 or 6 years ago.
Yeah.
No, hang on, no, 2 or 3 years ago. I think it was shot in 2015. It already came out. And the people who are harping on about it are the ones who have never been on YouTube binges. You just type in UFO and you'll see a video for this shit that came out like 2 years ago. It's been out there for fucking ages. It just had no, it came out as a leaked video. So I reckon Pentagon's released it to get people to calm the fuck down about coronavirus, like saying that there's bigger things than this.
You reckon? What do you say? You reckon it's true, or do you reckon it's just?
Fuck yeah, it's true. Like I can't work out how there can't be life out there, and whether that life is. And again, I'm not a scientist, I'm not an astrophysicist or anything like that. To me, it just sounds like common sense.
No,
like,
you're not.
I'll read you your star sign, bitch, and it means that there's something in it about a merger with my fist in your mouth. But
Oh Jesus!
I can't read.
Somebody wants to bear up now.
I can't reach. You're way too tall. But I just look at it common sense kind of way. Like you look at oh fuck, I don't know. You look at like, let's just take something like a starfish in Melbourne,
Yeah.
and then you look at a starfish in Queensland or the other side of the world. But genetically, it's the same kind of thing, but it looks completely different. And Turkish, get out of the way.
Yeah,
Like,
it came out in January 2015.
Yeah, so it got leaked then.
Yeah.
So someone leaked it then, and then 5 years later they've come out and released it as all this shit's going down at the moment.
It came out in 20. Sorry, it was the footage was on an infrared camera in 2004.
Oh, is it that old?
That old, yeah. And the footage leaked in 2015. Leaked to the public a few years ago.
Okay, so it's been out there for a while. So if you ever had a YouTube binge, you would have seen it. You just type in UFO and it comes up, like it's there. It's the same audio, same visual, same quality, blah 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 blah. But I reckon the Pentagon's released it as some sort of getting people to settle down with everything that's happening.
But do you reckon it's like a drone and shit, like those
No.
fucking planes that they fly and shit?
No. They're in the middle of the ocean.
It's like a bird.
No, it's like a fucking cat's an alcoholic. It's like a spherical sort of, looks like a dreidel.
A dreidel.
You know, that little Jewish toy. Some rhyme that goes with it. There's like a spinning top sort of thing, but it looks like one of them. But I just don't see how we could be on this rock in a corner of this galaxy and there could not be, like, we don't have the only sun.
Doesn't look like a dreidel.
It does.
It doesn't.
But you know what I mean? Like, there's that many stars. There's that many stars. There's that many suns. We don't have the only sun in the galaxy.
Yeah, for sure. There's got to be shit out there.
Yeah, and whether that life looks like something we've made up in movies or whatever is something completely different. They could be fucking snails for all I know. But like, I think you'd be very closed-minded or just scared of the idea that there's nothing out there. But
so you reckon? All right. Well, okay. Let's take it one step further. So do you reckon people, once they die, they go somewhere?
Not in a religious sense, no.
No, I mean religious. I mean, just, do you reckon it's like they
in a spiritual way?
Yeah. Do they push out? Do they go somewhere? Do they, whatever their particles or whatever you want to call it, they turn into something else? Or
what's the thing? I'm on the fence about that, and I don't know if we're going to lose or gain listeners to this. I don't really care, but I'm just saying, like, in a room that's well lit, and I'm talking to you right now, I say I don't know. But then when I think about it more, like in my own time, like I recall back to this time when me and my mates were, this is when we just started the band actually. We would have been 18 or something. we just saw some freaky shit. Like we're at my mate's grandpa's place in Glenferrie, and the place just looked weird. You know, just like some buildings just look fucked. Like this place just looked creepy, right? And we weren't smoking, we weren't drinking. We came back from getting a Slurpee because it was fucking hot. And I walked in first, and then the other two dudes came like running in. And this is about 8 o'clock at night. Came running in, and they were shitting themselves. I was like, "What the fuck's going on?" And they were like holding each other, and like, "Go look outside." And I looked outside, went outside, and my mate lived in this basement sort of thing. And I look up, and the balcony, there's two shutter doors, and they were like rattling, like as if someone was like pushing them, and like fucking loud, and not regularly. Like it was weird. So I've seen some weird shit, but I don't know if I believe in it. But I also look at it a different way. It's like I remember my grandfather telling me about when my great grand died. He was like, I was with her. She was 97 in the home, and she was alive 1 minute. 5 minutes later, there was just this body there. Like it wasn't my mum anymore, kind of thing. You know what I mean? It was just a human. Like there was no, like obviously because she passed, but I don't know. I really don't know. Like I'm on the fence about. I can think about it logically and think, yeah, okay, it's just a chemical makeup that makes us who we are. That makes me call you a cunt instead of a jolly good boy or something like that. You know what I mean? Like that's a chemical makeup. I think
with boobies.
With boobies, titties. That makes up your personality. You know what I mean? But like that personality's got to come from something. Like my 3 cats, each of them has a different personality, but they're all fucking cats.
Yeah.
They might be different colors, but they don't know what a personality is, whereas we consciously do. Yeah. I can tell you, Benny, you've got a shit personality, you need to change it, and you know what that is. Whereas you say that to your dog.
Geez, you turn quickly.
No, but you know what I mean? Like you could say that to your dog. Your dog has no fucking idea. Like your dog doesn't know what a personality is. That's its genetic makeup.
Yeah, true.
So I don't know. What about you?
I don't know. I've always wondered about death, to be honest with you. And I mean, both my parents died. You know, mum died last year, dad died the year before that. So for me, death's a raw thing. You know what I mean? Like it's still, I still miss them. I'm going to be honest with you.
Yeah.
But you sort of, I was there for both. You know what I mean? Both passing.
Yeah.
And with dad, I knew he was going to pass. You know what I mean? Like mum was so unexpected, but dad, I knew because we sort of went through the whole, you know, he's got cancer and, you know, and then you could hear his last week, I'll give you that for an example. His last week, he was dead. I don't explain it. Like he was just, he wasn't eating. He wasn't responding. His eyes would open from time to time, but there's nothing there, if you know what I mean. Like there's no, you know, there was no real response or anything like that. You know what I mean? So his last week was basically him he was still breathing, yeah, but he just wasn't there. If you know, there was nothing in the eyes.
Yeah, it wasn't him.
It wasn't him. The thing was the eyes, and I mean, and yeah, it's just freaky, like in the sense of like when my mum passed, it was just like, you know, 1 minute we're at the house, next minute we're at the doctor's, next minute she's in intensive care. You know what I mean? It just so happens so fucking quickly. It was just like bang, bang, bang. And then when you're sitting there and literally they're going, we can't do anything else.
Yeah.
And you could just see her body shutting down.
Yeah.
That was the hardest bit, you know, I was there, like her last breath, I was there, you know what I mean? Like, you know, I'm holding her and I'm around her and my sister was there, it was me. And like you say, it's just a vessel after that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I love my parents to death, don't get me wrong, I love them both. And, but it's just that that you sort of sit there and you go, you know, like my joke used to always be, I used to always joke with them, like as they got older, you know, they sort of got more religious in the sense that they wanted to go, you know, to the mosque and,
Yeah.
you know, and do their thing and all the rest of it, and which is fine. And, you know, like I say, I believe in my God and all the rest of it, but I don't go every day, I don't pray every day and all that sort of stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I believe in my religion. There's things that I don't agree with. There's things I agree with.
Yeah.
But in the same token, I still believe in my religion. And like I say, I'm married to a Catholic. So for me, I've seen both sides of the fucking spectrum, as in, you know,
Yeah.
and it just fascinates me because I always talk about is like, where do they go? Is there another place? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And yeah, I've always wondered about that. Particularly some nights I might think about it, and you know, they come into your head, and you just go, "Fuck, where are they now? Oh, is there another place out there? Is there another dimension? Is there?
Yeah.
Can you sort of, you know, will you get somewhere and somebody will go, hey, welcome, you know, and here's your parents again, sort of thing, you know, or is it just like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like that's it. It's, you know, like no, like I used to always joke about it. Nobody ever came back and told you about it. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
we don't know what happened after that. You know what I mean? Like once a person dies, they die. So we don't know what's in the afterlife, if there is an afterlife, hypothetically. You know.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it's just I don't know. It's just really. I'm not saying it's scary. I mean, death's death. If you die, you die. I mean, you ain't
Yeah.
coming back from it. You know what I mean? And it's basically, is there something after it? Fuck, you know, who knows? I don't know. I mean, God knows. You know what I mean? Like, as in, and this is the thing, and that's why I don't take away from anybody's religion or what they believe in and all that sort of shit. It's like believe in whatever you want to believe in, as long as you don't hurt anybody.
Yeah, I agree with that.
You know what I mean? I don't care what you believe in, as long as you don't fucking hurt anybody. I'm cool with it. I couldn't give a fuck what you are.
Yeah.
You know, it doesn't bother me. You want to be fucking Muslim, Jew, Catholic, Orthodox, Protestant, whatever the fuck you are. Don't care. Doesn't bother me. You're welcome in my place.
Just be nice.
Just be nice about it. You know what I mean? And I've seen extremes too. I mean, even through our religion, I've seen extremes of people going hardcore. You know, the whole Muzzo thing, and that's the only way to go, and all that sort of shit. And, which is fine. That's cool. You want to go down that path? That's cool. I mean, I studied about my religion when I was a kid. My grandfather used to take me to the mosque with him, you know?
Yeah.
And, but that was his way of connecting with me because he was dying at that point. You know what I mean? He had lung cancer. And so he knew that. So he wanted to teach me a bit about our religion, how to pray and all that sort of stuff that I had no idea about. I really didn't. I had no clue about it. But I was embarrassed of it after a while. Like you get embarrassed because, you know, people don't talk about religion.
Yeah.
It's not a thing you talk about. So it's not like, I'm going to the mosque. You know what I mean? It's just like, well, don't talk about that.
Yeah. No, I get you.
Fuck up. So, but I've questioned a lot of shit. I mean, I've questioned a lot of stuff, and I've looked into our history. I've looked into the Muslim history, and I've looked into like there's land that we own in Europe, and on our land there is churches, right?
Huh. Yeah.
So why are the churches there? But we also know that the Ottoman Empire took that part of the coast where we are and converted a lot of people to Islam.
Yeah.
Right. So they've converted them to Islam. So technically, we can't track our ancestral roots like people do here because it's sort of, there was no real, people didn't know how to read, thing, you know what I mean? But I've always said there might be churches that might have the Abazmic name in there and it'd be like, fuck, I didn't know my great uncle came from this point or came from here, or, you know, It was funny because we were researching Anna's history and literally stumbled on it all because her old man didn't really talk about her Croatian history.
Yeah.
And then she started researching, making phone calls, seeing family still alive, and we ended up in Croatia, and we found out that she could track her history back 500 years.
Wow.
That blew my fucking mind.
Yeah, that's nuts.
You know what I mean? Like the whole name could be like they actually went through the whole how they came into Croatia. Where were they from? They're from Hungary first and foremost.
Yeah.
So they got brought over from Hungary as what do you call them? Like people that look after your house and shit were servants.
Servants, yeah.
Yeah, so they were servants, and because they were servants, they helped out this part of the land. They got land from the landowner because they helped out. Then they bought some more land. You know what I mean? So they basically evolved and built more kids and just flourished. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like the whole street where Anna's whole family comes from, it's just one whole street of her whole family.
Oh, wow.
You know what I mean? So her grandfather, her like their great grandfather lived there. You know what I mean? So it's like all this shit you're seeing, and you're just like, that blows my mind. Like, yes, where we come from, like the Abazovics, we're all in one area. Like if you came to say Montenegro, we're all in one place. So one town, you know,
Yeah.
so in that town there's Abazoviches,
Can't go on Tinder there.
you know, and there's all these different, like there might be these other names, you know, so whatever they are, they're called Baturovic, and you got all these different names and stuff, and basically they all married within that radius, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
And then they sort of, after they married within that radius, they moved on to the next radius, and it sort of evolved, and then people would leave and they got married overseas or whatever, you know. And then to me, that's the mind blowing. Like I love that sort of history, like to find out about people.
Yeah, it's not.
That's like, you know, when people say, "Oh, I can trace my roots back to Ireland or England or whatever," it's like, "Oh fuck, I wish I could do that."
Yeah.
Mate, I know I'm Montenegrin, I know that, but where did we come from? You know,
Yeah.
like, we didn't. We just sort of went bang, we're there. Because if you go in the top half of, say, the Bosnia and that, which is the old former Yugoslavia, like if you look at it on a map, we're on the coast, so we're down here, and as you go up north, you get to Bosnia, there's a shitload of Abazoviches there.
Yeah.
So did we come from there? Did we, you know what I mean? Like, where did we come from? We you know, we didn't just end up on the coast.
I'm sure there's a way to do it.
Look, I personally reckon, because like I say, we own land, and I know on the land there are churches.
Yeah.
And I've always said I'd love to start digging there just to see what I fucking pull. Like,
Yeah, that'd be nuts.
Like, you know, just to see, like, you'd start digging and you just start pulling history out. That'd be
yeah.
like a sort of what do you call it, like the Indiana Jones. What was he, fucking archaeologist? You know.
Yeah, gotcha. All right, let me throw a question your way. What would be a discovery? Finding out what happens when you die, in terms of, is there a spirit and what is it and where does it go, kind of thing?
Yep.
Or discovering that there is gods. There is actually, and I'm not belittling any religion here, but like there is an almighty something, someone something, in the sky or whatever, or wherever people believe it is or what it is. So you got an option. You can go through one, like two things pop up. We can get the answer to what happens when we die, where all the spirits go.
Mm-hmm.
Or in this one, you can go, okay, all the gods are revealed, or all the backstory of the religion, everything they teach you, X, Y, Z, is revealed. What would be a bigger discovery, you reckon?
Go. Where they go.
Yeah.
For me, is where they go.
Because that would answer a lot of questions about religion, wouldn't it?
Well, that would answer it for me. It would answer, like, all those fuckers that were nasty motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Be that in history, be that in just general life.
Yeah.
Did they get their comeuppance, or whatever they're called?
Comeuppance, yeah.
Yeah. Did they get that? Because for me, it's like some people get away with a lot of shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's like, I'd love to know that they got what they deserved. I mean, I could be wrong. I mean, like, as in, and, you know, that'd be for me, that'd be the cool part, to see if they're, you know, if they get their, you know, in their another life? Do they get their shit? Is something bigger than them to knock it? You know what I mean? Like my question was always these fuckers that cause problems.
Yeah.
Be that in everyday life, be that in whatever, you know, history, wars, all that sort of shit. Did they get what they deserved in the end?
Yeah.
Not being right or wrong, but if they were nasty,
yeah.
you know what I mean? Like people say, well, look, like Hitler killed all the Jews, right?
Yeah. Is he a servant now?
Yes.
Or a slave to Jewish hordes? Yeah.
Did he get his thing?
Yeah.
You know, what is right, what is wrong? I want to know that. That to me is more interesting than if there is a God, because that will reveal, like if you know, people that believe in God and, you know, always go, oh, you know, God will take care of that sort of thing. You know what I mean? Don't stress yourself, you know, God, you know, because a big part of the Muslim thing is like, oh, you know, if you get angry at somebody, don't take it out. You know, don't lose your shit. Let it go. They'll get what they deserve in the end.
Yeah.
So that's a big part for our religion. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's what I'd love to see. If those fuckers that do certain shit, do they get their, you know, whatever's coming their way?
Interesting thought.
You know? Because then it would tell me all those times that you've prayed to God, you know, pray to God, if it's true or not. And then it'll tell me if there is a God.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean? So,
you
know, when people go, oh, God, please help, you know, when they sort of, you see those movies or you see just in life and people are sort of like, oh, God, you know, God and stuff, you know. It's like with the Catholics, you know, they can kill 10 people, go to the church, and the church can give them fucking penance or whatever.
Yeah.
And they're clear. But you've killed 10 people.
Yeah.
How does that work in the sense of, you know, and I'm not saying, and same thing with the Muzzos is the same thing. Like, did this fucking get what he deserved? Like, if he's cut a head off, did he cop the same thing or worse or whatever?
Yeah.
Tell me if there is something bigger than us, that would be the thing that would tell me that there is something bigger than us. You know? And shit, if there is something bigger than us, and, you know, all right, question for you. If you went back, would you want to go back to the same life that you had? Like, as in knowing everything you know now?
Starting again.
Yeah, but you start from scratch, but you know everything you know to this point.
Yeah, I would.
Yeah?
Yeah, definitely. There's there's definitely some mistakes I would rectify. Wait, hang on. So does everything happen again?
Exactly the same.
So everything happens again, but I've got the consciousness to know that I can
change it.
I can pick up that phone, or I can not walk through that door or something like that. Yeah, I would. I definitely would. There are a lot of things I would do differently if I had the chance. Definitely.
I know.
What about you?
I just want to be a bear.
I'd start exercising at 16 so I can get those fuck me V abs.
Nah, I'd still probably be lazy. I'd be like, nah, fuck that. It was like, I remember when we first started, all the boys started working out.
Yeah.
And they were all like trying to get fucking muscles. We're all probably about 16, 17. And we're going to gym, started gym, and it was like, gym, we're all going there. Mate, you would have laughed. I was on a bicycle while they're all working out, fucking pressing weights.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting there on a bike eating fucking twisties. Oh, those were the days.
Fucking hell.
You know, nah. I know. I've gotten, like I said, I've said it so many times. Like in my life, I don't regret anything. Everything that I've done, I don't regret. Like I've done stuff, right, wrong, or indifferent. I've done it because it's a reason. It's made me a better person. You know what I mean? I don't want to sound like a fucking knob or whatever, but yeah, it has. It's made me a better person. And, you know, certain things, like I do say, sometimes I sort of go, oh, I would have loved to known that, or I would have loved to known that. Like, I mean, I probably would have, my education would have been a lot different. Like if I had the opportunity to
Yeah,
stay,
yeah.
I would have taken a different path, certain things. But in the same token, like I say, for everything that I've done, I've done everything that I wanted to do, sort of thing, as in, it's come full circle for me, as in like stuff that I've always wanted to do, I'm doing now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's good.
So, so there's no real regrets of me going, oh, I haven't done this, and the more I wanted something, the harder it was to get.
Yeah,
So the less I gave a fuck,
yeah.
the easier it became.
There is a freedom with not giving a fuck to a degree. Like you
Yeah,
can't be a cunt about it, but
no,
like,
not being a cunt, but actually not overthinking it.
yeah,
So I'm a very, and I suppose a lot of comics are like that, where we're very into overthinking shit.
yeah. I'm overthinking that question right now.
Yeah, we without actually just going, you know what, fuck it, whatever, wherever it falls, and I'll just sort of look at it, work it out, move on from that point, and go from there. Whereas we always try to fucking, but if I did it, and if I, but what, you say overthinking shit, constantly going, nah, and it's not healthy either. That's not a healthy way to go either. You know what I mean?
Overthinking's destroyed half my life. I reckon it's the fucking worst.
Yeah.
But I think you'd, if you went back and you knew everything you knew now, I think it would drive you insane to a degree, because like you'd say like I wish I kept my dick in my pants more often for a start, but like there was like that one person who I shouldn't have slept with, or that time was wrong to date that person, or I went about that date that relationship wrong, or whatever. So you'd be second guessing everything even further. And like, imagine you're going out with this girl, everything's good, but you know that in 2 years' time, she's going to take your car and she's going to, take all your money or something like that. Not that that's happened to me, but just an example. Like, how would you go about, like, no, I know the future. You're going to fuck me over. I'm not going on a third date with you. Like, that would just do your head in, I think.
No, but you can change that before even the date happens, if you know what I mean.
So I see this girl again. Like I'm in this cafe, I see her, and I'm like, no,
not doing it.
I'm staying away from her. Okay, yeah.
You can do that. So it's not a conscious thing where you go, oh, it's her. Yeah, I've got to play this out to change it. No. You don't have to play anything out. You can turn around and go, no, not doing it.
Okay.
You can turn and twist any which way you want to go.
Oh yeah, that could be bearable.
I don't think that would fuck with your mind either. You could go, yeah, well, fuck it. I can, look, it could be worse than what it is now.
Oh, yeah.
Or it could be better. You don't know that. So until you try. Do you get what I mean? So it's
yeah.
Even though you might think it might be better, it might be worse.
What a head fuck. Yeah, no, I think I'd go back. No, I know I would go back. Definitely.
But like I say, for me, like, all the stuff that I've learned from different religions and stuff, I love that shit because it tells me what they do. I'm always interested in what people do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So why do they do that? Like, like I said, Anna's a Catholic. Why do you do that? How come that's that? What's that about? Why is this? She doesn't know some of the stuff. And so then I have to look it up and go, oh, that's why they do that shit. Okay, I get it now. Yeah. You know what I mean? Without me, and that's the thing where your mind opens up to, I'm not just thinking one way. I'm not just going, oh, my religion's the best religion, so I'm superior than everybody else. No, I'm not. It's like, I'd rather learn about it and see what it's all about, sort of thing,
Yeah, no, I get you.
I don't know. I mean, that's the way I look at it.
Fuck, I'm glad I wasn't high for this conversation. That'd be another level.
Yeah, I know. We'd be mind fucks right about now.
I'd be up all night thinking about that shit. Yeah.
Meghan Markle.
What about her?
You like her?
No, who gives a shit? I couldn't.
She pissed me off today. She was on news. She was helping some girl get a job in Britain. Like, she's a mentor.
Oh, fuck off.
And yeah, that's what I said. And then Anna lost her shit. She said, any woman can be a mentor. I didn't say any woman can't be a mentor.
No, I don't give a fuck about actors, especially royal actors. I just uh, actors are professional life. Fun fact: did you know? And this changed my whole view on actors.
What?
Did you know in Italy you can't be? I don't know if this is the case anymore, unfortunately for them. But if you're an actor, a professional actor, you can't be on a jury
What did it say?
because you are considered a professional liar.
I did say it. No, I didn't
It's
know.
like it's like you look at like like someone asks who's your favorite comic, and I can give them fucking 5, but I give a movie buff. Same question. Who's your favorite actors? And I just couldn't give a shit. Like, not in a rude way, but it's just like they're just fucking people playing a different role in every fucking movie. You don't know who they are.
All right. I'll go on for it. You're up for murder.
Yeah.
You've got to pick 5 comics that are in the jury.
Jesus. All right.
1 comic to actually help you survive. Like
1 comic to help me survive.
Oh, your lawyer. Be a lawyer.
My lawyer.
And then you got 5 comics that have to listen to that person. Who would it be?
Dead or alive?
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Bill Burr for my lawyer.
Yep.
Just because of how good he is with words, and he can throw a situation at you and get your point across, which is one of the things I love about his work.
Yep.
I know we talk about Bill Burr a lot on this podcast, but he's a fucking genius. And he's good with reasoning. Like, he could probably explain and make the jury understand why I killed someone.
Shout out to Bill Burr.
Yeah, right. No, he fucking could, I reckon. I in fact, fuck it. If I'm up for murder, fuck lawyers. I'll just get Bill Burr in, if I can. On the jury, how many people on the jury?
Well, you got 10 people in the jury. 5 people. 5 people that can help you get it across.
Oh, so I got to win 5 people over.
Yeah.
I think Billy Connolly.
Yeah.
He's got this wisdom to him, and he can see that in his jokes, and he just seems like a genuinely nice dude. I would probably go Patrice O'Neill because he has a very different view on things, and would probably understand why you killed someone. Would probably relate to it, I'd imagine, given his stand-up. Probably Joe Rogan. Similar kind of thing. He gets into the inner workings of people's thoughts and mind and all that sort of stuff. Fuck, that's a hard question.
It's a good one, isn't it?
It's a really good. Chris Wainhouse. Mainly for moral support.
Yeah.
But I think he'd understand. he'd understand. He was probably a witness because he mows my lawn. Fuck, who else?
How many was that? Chris, Patrice, Rogan.
Dave Chappelle, probably.
Dave Chappelle and Billy Connolly. So that's your 5.
Yeah, Dave Chappelle's got a very good way of explaining things.
Yeah.
And I think he's very open-minded to X, Y, Z of life.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. Yeah, Bill Burr can convince anyone of anything. And that's not in a what he says is bullshit kind of way, but like, just like I remember watching Paper Tiger for the first time, and we need to get her on sometime, but with Mimi Shaheen, and we had snacks, we had dinner, like it was like 2 days after my birthday. I was like, this is the best birthday present ever. My favorite comics releasing new material. I can't fucking wait. And we had to pause like 20 minutes. Have you seen Paper Tiger?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's roughly about 20 minutes in when he says, oh, and that's why sexual assault's so funny. And we had to pause it because we were laughing so much. It's like, where the fuck is this going? Like, and then he goes into it and he shows you a different side of it. Like, it was fucking incredible. That was an absolute breakthrough comedy thing. Like, But yeah, just his way of explaining, this and that. That's how I think about it. And yeah, you could open your mind to this kind of thing. It's incredible. What about you?
First would be Rogan. Rogan would be my lawyer.
Yep.
Hands down. Fucking just because he's manipulative. Very good. He can play the game like a motherfucker.
And he'll call people on bullshit like he did with Anthony Garcia, whatever his name is. Yeah.
Right out.
That is bullshit, Your Honor. Yeah.
Tom Segura.
Oh, I forgot about Tom Segura. Fuck.
Yeah, Tom Segura would be the person on the jury because he would be just rolling his eyes and going, "That's bullshit." This guy did not do it.
Fuck. I forgot about Tom Segura.
Well,
actually, can I swap Billy Connolly for Tom Segura?
All right.
Because Connolly's too nice. I think he's too nice.
That's why I thought. That's why I went. I don't know why he picked Connolly, but anyway.
I love Billy Connolly, but he's too nice. Like,
the cat. I think his name's Cat. Cat. What's his name? Cat. Not Cat Stevens. Cat.
No, it's a singer.
No, Cat something or other. He's that little black comedian.
Yes.
Cat.
Fuck. What is his name? Cat.
Wait a minute, I'll find it now. I guess they're
I was gonna do my fucking head in. He was on Chappelle's show, I think.
Yeah.
What the fuck is his name?
Hold on.
This is good material. He always plays a pimp in something.
Yeah.
He dresses like a pimp as well. Cat
Williams.
Fuck.
Yeah. Cat Williams. I'd have him because he'd be just running around stage going, "No, motherfucker." He'd be like really hyper and shit. This guy's he didn't kill him. And then I'd have what's his name? The British guy. Fuck me, I've just forgotten his name.
Gervais?
No, not Gervais.
Actually, Gervais would be good as well.
No, he couldn't hold a face.
Yeah, no, he couldn't. No, definitely couldn't.
He'd be sitting there going, yeah, I could see that.
yeah, true.
What's his name? Jimmy Carr.
Oh, yeah.
Jimmy would just be waiting and going, "Yep, I'm gonna hit him now." You know what I mean? So he'd be like, just give him a bit. So that'd be Cat. One more. And what's his name? Joey Diaz. Big Joey Diaz.
Yeah.
Because he'd just be yelling out, "Cocksucker! Fuck you, cocksucker!"
So these guys are trying to help you. No, they're not trying to help you, but these are the guys you want to win over. They're the five.
Yeah, these are the guys that I would win over because they would know that I wasn't bullshitting. One, Joey Diaz would be like, "I've been there before. This guy did not do this." Right? So how they're putting it across is bullshit.
Yeah.
Rogan would be too good for it. Jimmy Carr would be like, not sure, as in did I or didn't I, but because it's Rogan, he'd be like, "I believe Rogan, so I'm not going to fucking step on any toes because he's too afraid of Rogan, so he'd be playing the field, if you know what I mean." Like,
yeah.
You know what I mean? Cat Williams would be like, "This motherfucker's too fat to kill anybody." You know what I mean? So he'd be like, "Fuck that shit." Tom would be like, "Yeah, I don't see this guy happening." You know how he does that face where he tweaks and turns and he's just like, "Yeah, nah." And who was the other one?
Joe Rogan was your
Joe Rogan.
attorney.
So Joe Rogan.
Is that the word? Attorney?
Yeah, he's a lawyer. Yeah, attorney.
Yeah.
So he would be the main one, and then who's the other one? Fucking, I had one more, didn't I?
No, you've gone through them.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. So that'd be my ones that I would be trying to convince. What about comedians that you know that no chance? If these guys were on there, you'd go to the electric chair. I can tell you straight off right now. These are the comedians I would not want to be in the jury.
Who?
Fucking Bert Kreischer, number one. No chance. Nah. I love him to death, but fuck no. Bobby
Just
Lee,
throwing it out there. We don't actually know any of these people.
no, but
Talking about it like we know.
just watching their podcasts and shit they do.
Yeah, we're going by their characters. Yeah.
By their characters, no chance. Bobby Lee, fucking no chance at all. Who else?
I can't say her name without stuttering. Eliza Schlesinger.
Elijah Schlesinger. I don't know.
I don't think she'd put up with anything.
No?
No.
Oh, okay. No, I actually don't know her.
Oh, okay. Fucking hilarious. Confirmed kills. If anyone's looking for new stuff to watch, I can't say her name, but Eliza, confirmed kills. Great.
She's dating a comic, isn't she?
I don't know. She got married recently. I saw that on Facebook. But great stand-up, confirmed kills. And also, too, fucking Tom Segura's latest one, Ball Hog.
Yeah.
Holy shit. That was so good.
Have you seen Chris D'Elia's yet?
Oh, I tried.
Didn't like it?
Nah, not at all. It was just too drama classy. It just didn't feel like it had any substance. I know that sounds stupid because, you know, I'm a Melbourne comic and I haven't released an hour. Like, so, you know, he's onto something and he's got fans and I respect that. But I see him in podcasts all the time. I've seen clips of his stand-up and all that sort of stuff from, you know, way back when and shit. And it just didn't grab me at all. Like, I got about 20 minutes in and I was like, no.
He's got a bit of wog in him, hasn't he?
Hey! Potentially. Hang on, these cats are going fucking mental. 1 second. Stop it. Throw a can at him. Turn into a cat lady. I don't know. Probably does with a name like that. I've got no idea. But it was just, I can't even remember what it was called. Like it just bounced off. Like,
did you see they were saying about that 3 jokes? I didn't get that. Did you know which, like they did 3 specials, D'Elia, Segura and Crusher. They had one joke that one did the premise, one did the I don't know, whatever it is, fucking in the middle. And then set up, one did the punchline.
Nah.
So I didn't.
I like, I can't say his last name, but Krisha.
Kreischer, yeah.
Kreischer, sorry. I do like him. I like the first 2 specials he brought out.
Yeah.
But he's a podcast comedian to me. Like I enjoy him talking like that. That something's burning.
Yeah.
That's fucking brilliant. Like I love him in that. Like the episodes where he's got Bill Burr and Tom Segura on. That's one of the funniest fucking things you can watch.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. The Chris D'Elia thing just did nothing for me.
Yeah.
To be honest. So I did give it a shot. It got recommended to me. I just couldn't get into it. Like there was too many voices, too many and then I said, what the fuck, bro? Like it's just tell me a fucking joke. Like I get he's a big name. I know I'm gonna probably cop some shit for this. I know he's a big name. Yes, he's above me. He's above everyone I know, but it just did nothing for me.
But is he above you?
Well, yeah, he's got fucking numerous Netflix specials.
Besides that, is he above you? Here you go. This is another. Wait a minute. Hold on. I got this.
Oh God, here we go.
Wait a minute.
Oh no, you're stitching me up, aren't you?
No, I'm not stitching you up. No. When people say shit like that, okay, I've always wondered this. You know, when people go, "Oh, they're better, they're smarter than me," or they're, are they? I don't mean just smart. I mean like, yeah, okay, he's got a career. Cool. That's his chosen path. I get that.
Yeah.
But are they better than you?
Well, I don't think I'm better than anyone because I'm a glass half full. No, I'm a glass half empty kind of person. Like I like to think I'm a realist. I see shit how it is.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like, so no one's better than anybody. That's the way I look at life.
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean? Like, as in, how do you look at life in that sense? Do you sort of go, this person's better than me because they've got a special out, they've got millions, they've got this, they've got that? Or do you just go,
okay, he's more advanced than me. So
Yeah.
I mean, everyone's going to lose 6 months of their career here, but come September, I'll be 3 years in. I haven't professionally recorded shit. Like, I've done this podcast, that's it, but I haven't recorded anything material wise. I mean, I've
so unprofessional, but anyway.
you piece of shit. No, like I've got maybe 40 minutes worth of stuff online.
Yep.
From just various videos that gigs recorded without me knowing.
Yeah, but I don't mean it in
putting
that
out.
sense, like how much you got on there or whatever. I'm just saying, like, I hate when people turn around and say, "Oh, they're better than me." They're not. Nobody's better than anybody. I don't think.
He's more advanced in his career, but
That's
as
it.
as a fan of comedy and a consumer of comedy, it did nothing for me. But I also have I think Jared Gandry was saying this the other day. You know, he doesn't watch comedy because he just picks it apart too much. It ruins it for him. If I wasn't a comic, I probably would have loved it. I've got no idea.
Yeah.
But his special just did nothing for me. Simple as that.
No, but I'm not just saying like Chris D'Elia. I'm just saying anybody in general. Like we've got a tendency as people to turn around. That's why I was trying to go back to the whole of something out there. Like as in we've got a tendency to sort of go, oh, they're better than me because they're earning more money, or they're better than me because they've got this, or they're better than me because of this. You know what I mean? Like we've got a tendency as humanity always to say somebody's better. Nobody's better than anybody else.
Okay, he's more established than me. Therefore, it might sound weird me saying, "Oh, I didn't like it."
Yeah,
did nothing for me. But that's my reasoning as for why I didn't like it. Like the jokes aren't something that I would have done. Like my style is very different.
It's not your style. You don't like that, which is understandable.
He is crude, and he's you know in that R category.
Yeah,
which I am too to a degree, but he's not my style.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, if you said to me Friday night, I got a spare ticket for this, do you want to come? I'd go, yeah, fuck yeah.
You go see him.
Yes, I would go see him. It'd probably be much different in person, but what I saw, I got 20, 25 minutes in to be generous and just did nothing for me.
Yeah. But it's like Whitney Cummings.
Yeah.
She does my head in because like I like listening to her podcast, right?
She'd be good on a jury.
You know, nah, she'd kill you. Like you'd be fucked. She'd be one of the other ones that send me to electric chair. Okay. But in the sense of she can contradict herself. So she might agree with something and say, no, I don't like that. And then 5 minutes later, she'll go, actually, somebody else has said this. She'll go, yeah, okay, that's right. But without actually going, no, hold on, that ain't fucking right. Go fuck yourself. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I've heard that a few times on her podcast. And you'd laugh like I'm sitting here going, fucking, I'll lose my shit going, fucking, just no. You 5 minutes ago, you were telling us you believe in this. And then 5 minutes later, you go, you don't believe in, you know what I mean? Like you believe in what you're saying. It's like, no, I can't do that. Like either you fucking all out, no, I don't believe it. You know, you put all in, all my chips are in, you're talking shit, I'm done.
Yep.
Or, you know, I've got 50 on this and 50 on that. And see how we go, sort of thing.
Yeah. You know? Balls out, if you will.
50-50.
What? Because you got two of them. You lucky bastard.
Oh, fucking hell. Dude, you've only got one nut.
Hey?
You've only got one nut.
I didn't say anything.
Yeah, you tell me you got one nut.
Right. Me to know and you'd find out.
You know, I'll grab you on the, grab you on the nut. We get back to a show. Hold on, people. I've got something to do. Fucking.
It'll probably feel like
he's only got one nut.
It'll probably feel like one nut with the size of your fucking head. Fucking Frankfurt.
Oh, jeez. Fucking hell. No, it's more of a. Would it be Frank? No, mine's more of a fucking. What do you call it? The Kransky. You know, it's shriveling up. It's getting.
What you mean is big and red?
Big and red and shriveled up. It's all that use. It's all that use. You know, when your hand gets all fucking shriveled up. That's what happens when you got fucking calluses on your hand.
Jesus.
Oh God, we always bring it back to fucking jerking off.
Yeah, I know. Can't help it. It's in my nature.
Bloody podcast. But anyway, fucking hell. What else we got to talk about? Oh yeah, did you see the pet billboard? What the fuck was that?
Oh,
Some guy in fucking Ballarat lost his dog, put a pet billboard up. You know those big ass billboards, like you drive.
yeah.
Yeah, he spent like fucking 70 G's on this billboard looking for his little terrier.
Oh,
No, fuck off. What the fuck, bro? 70 grand.
was it a comfort pet?
I don't know what the fuck it was. Fucking,
A therapy pet? I mean, that's the word.
Nah,
I'm not getting our words right tonight, are we? Yeah, it's a bit excessive.
I've actually got a story about a fucking what are they called? Therapy dogs? What are they called?
Therapy pets.
Yeah, one of those dogs. When I bought my lab, the guy that had he had a litter of labs, and one of the labs went to one of these. It was like the guy could take the dog anywhere. You know what I mean?
Guide dog.
No, not a guide dog. Like it was like a service dog.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Yeah, so, like he had problems and shit. And anyway, the guy actually questioned him taking the dog to the snow and not having like little booties for the dog, the actual dog owner. The guy went feral on Facebook. I've never seen somebody go hard like that on Facebook. Oh, he turned into a fucking psycho, bro. And then it was like, yep, now I know why he needs a therapy dog.
That's brilliant. Oh, man, I feel bad for anyone who loses a pet, but 70 grand, you could have probably bought a farm of them.
Look, I don't know if it was 70 G's, but it was fucking, their billboards are expensive. I don't think they'd be cheap.
That's why we haven't done one yet.
Let's say it's Ballarat, so it wouldn't be that expensive in Ballarat, I don't think. But yeah, it's really, really, I don't know. It's weird. Could have gone to the local fucking, what is it? The unemployment office and given $100 bills out to everybody.
Find my dog, motherfuckers.
You know it would be really funny, and I actually thought about this tonight. Could you imagine, right? Like they put the billboard. I think they put the billboard up today, and then somebody overnight goes up there and puts another billboard up over that billboard, right? And it's just an Asian guy cooking a dog.
Oh, Benny.
Not that I'm saying Asians just eat dogs. I mean, they eat cats too. But that's not the point here.
Don't bring cats into this. Fuck.
The point is, how funny would that be? I would be pissing myself laughing.
I don't want to see that. That's fucked.
No, I don't want to see the dog, but I'm just saying, like, if it was like a tail of something hanging out of the fucking pot, that would be hilarious. Right? Could be anything. Snake, dog, bat, anything. Oh, God. Do you reckon I'll ever be invited to a Chinese restaurant ever again?
Probably. No, I'm going to have to pick it up for you.
Oh, God, it'd be like, I'm here to pick up for Benny. Oh, that motherfucker. Oh, fucking, we spitting his food.
Don't do the voice.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, don't do the voice.
I should work on my Chinese accent.
Please don't. Please don't. I want this podcast to continue.
I'm going to get hated. Geordie has got nothing to do with my racist rants.
No.
Nothing.
We do work together, but we're two very separate entities until Benny grabs my balls.
We are not a team whatsoever. Every time Geordie gets shitty, after we finish the podcast, all I hear is, "Can I speak to HR?" And I go get HR, and here I am. How can I help you, Geordie?
Go fuck yourself.
Yeah. All right. So what have we done? UFO. We've done. What's this? Trump, bleach. Yep. Don't know. Can't read that properly. Chinese. Oops, I said that again. Better calm down. Pet billboard. I'm just fucking around. I love everybody, man. Come on. I don't care what you are.
You're not racist. You hate everyone. That's fair.
Fuck yeah, I hate everybody equally. It's like that's the funny thing about it. It's like I love when people get shitty at stuff like that. Like people sort of will turn around and go, "Oh, he's got to be a racist. He's got to hate these people." I couldn't give a fuck. You know, I don't care. I really don't give a shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you want to be my friend, you're more than welcome to be my friend. If you do not want to be my friend, I really don't give a fuck. You know, like I don't sit there going, oh, I'm not friends with that person because they're Chinese or whatever they are. You know what I mean?
Stop saying Chinese.
Sorry. All right. Malaysian. If they're Malaysian or Singaporean, the same thing, isn't it? But yeah, no. I like anybody, everybody, I like. There's not an issue. What's this? Chinese again. Why do I Chinese twice?
Oh, jeez.
You know, I love fucking with you.
Yeah, I know. I already would call it there.
Oh God! All right. Well, I reckon we leave on that note. We'll call it a. Done.
Let's be honest. This podcast would never make it through the filters they've got over there
In China.
Yeah,
you know what would be really cool?
They don't even have YouTube.
What about if we? They don't actually. They've got the. But did you know TikTok was Chinese?
No.
Yeah, it's Chinese.
I'm not a pedophile, so I'm not on TikTok. So I've got no idea.
Well, I can see straight away. I'm a Chinese pedophile now. How to become a Chinese pedophile? That's not the point.
There you go. You can talk about everything now. Done.
I heard that the other day. Somebody said TikTok was Chinese, and I don't get TikTok. I don't understand it. Should I understand it?
Nah, there's nothing to understand.
I don't get it. Like, I don't know why people do that shit.
Pretty fucking annoying.
I want you to actually watch next podcast when we do one on our own. You've got to watch The Russian Hacker.
Russian Hacker. All right. Is that a movie?
No. It's a guy on YouTube. He's fucking hilarious.
All right.
He's basically turns around and he does he gets like things sent to him, like say it's a knife that cuts 3 ways or whatever the fucking case may be, and he's like, okay, I have a knife in my hand. Let's open up now book and let's have look knife. You know, he's Russian, so
yeah,
Russian accent, but anyway, and he's like he fucks around with a knife. Look at this, it cuts eggs. Unbelievable.
I'll check
Love
it out.
the guy. I could sit there watching that guy all night long. Just the shit that he does. He does like he opens different things up and just tries different stuff.
Yeah.
So he's actually he's pretty funny. I actually enjoy him. The Russian. I think he's called the Russian Hacker.
All right, I'll give it a shot.
Yeah, give him a look. But yeah, well, that'll be. I'll call that. We'll call that. That's it for the podcast. And thank you very much for listening to BJ Balls, our comedy podcast.
Thank you, everyone.